lot of other things to talk about to the extent we still have time. Mauricio has done some interviews along with PK, and Mauricio has let us know that him and PK are very in favor of Kyle and Dorit rekindling their friendship. Mauricio has made a point that, when you break up with someone or have a problem and then you come back together, often you are stronger than you were before. I agree with that. There's a lot of friendships. Listen, you all might think, I sit up here on my throne, and when I say that, I say it sarcastically, with my glass house behind a microphone, like a keyboard warrior, and I have all these visions of life, and a lot of them are actually the way to go. That's why people book me for podcast, business, and life coaching on the weekends per hour, and we could do it per during the week too. But I am very good at avoidance, is what I'm trying to say in my personal life. So I love sweeping things under the rug. I love not dealing with them. Not that I'm afraid to, but one, I'm too fucking busy with work and I'm exhausted. Two, I just have such a low threshold for drama and who's mad at who. It's like, I don't care. As long as you're alive, I don't fucking care about these nuances. I just care about health and just we're alive. Let's not make a big deal out of things, okay? So I'm good with avoidance, but I do agree that if you don't avoid things, which is really the right way to be, and you address them and you work them out, and both sides talks, Dorit will have to shut the fuck up and let Kyle get a word in edgewise. If you talk it out, Mauricio, I agree with you. You're stronger afterwards. And I think they have a chance. I do. The problem is these are people in the public eye and they're very busy. So I get it. It's just sometimes easier to sweep it under the rug and just move on. Mauricio also said, let's never forget that me and Kyle have a wedding to plan for Alexia. And so we're going to be in each other's lives. He says that, the best thing for him about the show was the agency that he's a marketing person, as most real estate people are. He's a marketing person, professional from day one. If you remember back, he always had the agency t-shirt and the agency hat and this and that. And he's not saying that that's the success of the agency. He's saying that it certainly helped, though. It certainly helped. Well, I agree. So he's giving credit to the show. Kyle has just come out and said that she is we've seen the trailer, about to have her biggest breakdown in 14 years on camera. She is shocked that it took this long to have such a breakdown. I hope this isn't like the Jamaica trip with the Roni girls, that their cast trip. Are they even in Jamaica? To be honest with you, I don't know. I could be wrong. That's how it all blends together with Roni to me. But my point is that I hope that this isn't like hype. I hope it is great, Kyle. I hope this isn't just like that this isn't just like oh, it's going to be so great and then nothing really happens. If you're going to have your biggest breakdown in 14 years, girl, let's see it. Let's see it. See how calm I am today about everything, guys? I am really trying. Now, I appreciate all the DMs and comments because a lot of people say that they love an unhinged David. Lots of comments like that lately. Like, stop, don't worry, girl. You don't need to be professional on our account. Talk about the rat that scurries. And I gave her 3 pieces of Gouda this year. We're starting. She hasn't had 3 pieces of Gouda in like a whole fucking year from me. Not after last season's behavior. The rat that is Tam. But I'm starting very calm. And, a lot of you slipped into the DMs and said, girl, we love an unhinged David. We love you fucking off kilter, crazy, go on your rant, scream, get into it. But right now, today, with my morning cup of coffee, I mean, it's only 4 days in. I'm just starting this very calm and, let's just ease into it here. I'm not riled up. When I go off and I have a breakdown on air and scream and call Teresia an animal, it's all organic, guys. It's not planned. It is not, you got to feel it and you have to be in the moment. Again, we did our live show last with Sarah. Everyone got a question. Yeah, let's ask us anything. Someone said, my question is very simple. Just Do the rat that scurries. I want to hear the noises. I want to hear the tail. I want you to go into like a tirade on the rat. And I was like, I'll do it because you can ask any question, but you gotta feel that. Normally I feel the rat that's scary. She's a very, very, very misbehaved rat. So I hope it's not just all hype, Kyle. I hope we actually see you have a breakdown. By the way, her and Garcelle have both teased there are ups and downs and a lot of twists and turns with friendships, like that a lot of friendships certain friendships change. I mean, look, the only thing I can think of is, I mean, Kyle, like Tilly and Sutton, that ain't changing. Garcelle and Sutton, that ain't changing at the moment. Dorit and Sutton are not getting close together. So the only, I mean, I assume that when everyone talks about either there's friendship shifts, I think it's Garcelle. I think it's Garcelle and Kyle. And, Garcelle dislikes Dorit so much that she will, I think, become more vocal because who else is what other friendship changes? Garcelle becomes close with Dorit? No. Sutton becomes close with Dorit? No. I think it's I really Boz has been there for a minute. It has to be Garcelle and Kyle. I think they become close. I think they become closer. And I think, she really forms this bond of like Dorit's acting crazy because she hates Dorit so much. They did ask the ladies in a series of interviews who brings the most drama this season, or certainly the second half of the season. Dorit, no surprise, said Sutton. Well, I mean, I guess that is the surprise. She could have said Kyle. Dorit said Sutton. Garcelle said Dorit. Boz said Kyle and Dorit. I don't think this Boz likes Kyle. Sutton says Dorit. So mostly Dorit. Some of them are not so shocking. They also talked to a co-executive producer. I think his name is Craig Turner in this interview. And they said, they asked him over all the years, all the seasons, what is the most like shocking? Like, what is the most wow, shocking thing that happened that you have witnessed? I mean, we saw a lot, you guys. Don't forget, season 1, you stole my goddamn house. He says, hands down, that Sprinter van in Aspen with Kathy Hilton. We all know what happened. Isn't it great that you could just be Kathy Hilton and really we all know what happened, but nobody cares and we've all moved on. That is the power of Kathy Hilton. Um, he said Aspen, and we wrapped and we just were going out for a drink. And yeah, we just wish we had cameras up. Listen, this ties back to Karen Huger. If we had cameras off and if we all sat here now, I don't know who got what, if anyone got anything on their phone when you're Kathy Hilton, somehow it goes away, honey. But, if we saw this breakdown and we saw bleep and God only knows what was said, I think there'd be a lot of people that felt differently today about Kathy, the same way they feel different about Kit. There's something psychologically conscious or